Oh, I did. I found a wonderful friend.
And an unlikely friendship, why these two are now inseparable, and how their special bond was honored over the weekend. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jean Jabhun.
And I'm Robin Reed. Right now, a Roanoke man works on land his family has farmed for generations, but he might have to give it up soon.
Roanoke County Public Schools owns the land. It's on Bent Mountain. David Pogue says he just can't afford to pay what the school system is asking. WDBJ7's Leanna Scicchetti has details tonight from Roanoke County.
David Pogue's family.
Salem police have discovered a decomposing body in a home in the city. Authorities say the body was found in the living room of this home on Highland Road Friday. Another adult was at home at the time, and because the death wasn't reported, police got a search warrant to look for any evidence connected to that death.
First of all, I was coming home from lunch and I got out of the car and I smelled an odor and I knew it was death, a dead body. Well, it really saddens me that this can happen in our neighborhood and the gentleman having died at such a point that he was beginning to decompose and none of us knew anything about it.
Police are waiting on results from the medical examiner's office, but at this time they don't think the death is suspicious.
New voices are...
Cool video alert. Check it out. It's already time to pick out a pumpkin. And Air 7 captured Sinkland Farms in Christiansburg, flying over the pumpkin patch there. You can see there are pumpkins all over, just ready to be picked. I love the Air 7 vantage points. Brent, it's hard to think about even picking a pumpkin out though when it feels like summer out there.
No, big changes coming up though by the time they have their festival this weekend. It's
DBJ7.
I'm gonna cry. You have to read the next story.
It's a great story, Christian.
I
Thanks for
know,
sharing
what a
that with
wonderful
us.
story.
It was good stuff. You want me to read this? I can do
You
that.
take it away.
A new research facility in one hometown could help understand issues many people deal.
It was actually a day of remembrance and reflection here at Liberty University as well. It was 10 years ago that the founder of LU, Jerry Falwell Sr., passed away. In fact, President Trump mentioned Jerry Falwell Sr. during today's speech to the graduates and the crowd here. WDBJ7's Tim Saunders spoke with Falwell's son about his father's legacy and also the huge growth that LU has seen since then.
A Rockbridge County school celebrated a special teaching tool.
Come on in the garden.
The garden at Natural Bridge Elementary marked its 20th anniversary today. You can see just how close it was to Virginia. A lot of you said you felt it in the New River Valley. A lot of social media posts. The quake was a 3.1. It hit about 1:30 this afternoon. Let's head now to Ian Cassette, meteorologist Ian Cassette with more. Ian, I know some folks on Facebook, one woman said windows rattled, another said horses started running. So a ton of people felt this afternoon.
Yeah, and this is not a common thing. This is something that certainly a weird phenomena for this region.
I know a lot of people heard it and felt it too. So we'll be back with you a little bit later. Thanks, Ian. Amtrak is rolling into Roanoke in about 5 weeks. It's coming up soon, and a lot of you are already buying tickets. But police are also keeping an eye on the schedule. WDBJ7 Sarah Maki is here to explain. So, Sarah, tell us where you are for starters.
All right, Jean, we're here on not stopping when a train is coming through.
Yeah, that's good to know because, the trains are going to start coming through shortly. Sarah, so what are they doing to keep people safe then?
To know about the problem.
Right, getting the word out makes perfect sense. Sarah Maki in downtown Roanoke, thank you. Well, after the morning fog, it was a gorgeous afternoon out there. Let's check in with meteorologist Brent Watts. Felt like summer again, and we are officially still in summer, so kind of felt nice out there.
We got about another week of summer, starting to count down the days. I know a lot for you coming up in your hometown forecast, plus a look at the weekend, Jean.
We really are over the hump day today. So today is Wednesday.
Yes.
In case you were wondering, in case you didn't know. All right, thanks, Brent. In Roanoke, a much better report card for the city school district. All schools received state accreditation today, except one. 6 schools were denied accreditation last year. Superintendent Rita Bishop says this was a team effort.
I feel really grateful to the team that works here. We have incredibly smart people, but beyond being smart, they're very hardworking and they love kids.
Hart Park Elementary received partial accreditation. More on changes there tonight at 6. Well, you can have fun and learn about farms this weekend in Rockbridge County. The 6th annual Rockbridge Fall Farm Day will fill these fields Saturday. There will be exhibits and activities, including a corn maze, scarecrow making, a climbing wall, ox-drawn wagon rides, and tractor displays. The event's attracted well over 1,000 folks every year. It's also generated several tons of food donations. It is at Holland's Farm, just off Route 60 between Lexington and Buena Vista. And Melissa and Logan, we're talking about how it feels like summer again, but kind of has a feel of fall too with the cool nights. And then when you hear about corn mazes and things like that, definitely feel like we're really heading toward fall.
Yeah, we were talking the other day, when is it too early to decorate? With these kind of stories, it sounds like right now is the time.
You know, I think if you want to decorate, you can decorate whenever you'd like.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, either redecoration or maybe remodeling, because Jean, are you big Jeopardy fan?
I love Jeopardy. I love playing Jeopardy. And sometimes the categories, you know, I whiz through them, and other times I don't know one answer in a whole category.
What's that?
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how this teacher did.
Yeah.
You know, and I also wonder, you know, you think, oh, it always seems easier at home than it does when you're there, but Jeopardy can be tough even when you're at home.
Oh, very much so.
I'm excited for that interview. New tonight, the FBI says the suspect in the deadliest mass shooting in modern U.S. history did not have any connection to international terror groups. Police say 64-year-old Stephen Paddock opened fire from his hotel room on the Las Vegas Strip onto the crowd below. Let's take a break from our coverage and check out your hometown forecast. It was a chilly start to the morning. If you were out there, you know that, with some hometowns reaching the 30s. Brent Watts is here. Brent, what can we expect tonight? Another chilly night?
Yeah, another chilly night. It was a day planner.
Continuing coverage now of the shooting in Las Vegas. Shortly after the shooting, Las Vegas authorities pleaded with people to donate blood for victims. The people of Las Vegas overwhelmingly responded and lined up to donate. This is video from outside a blood donation center. There is a blood shortage due to the high demand at hospitals. I'll tell you what, if you're counting on solar energy, there's been so much sunshine the past few weeks. I mean,
I know, that's
we have
very
not
true.
had a cloudy, rainy day. I can't remember when. And chilly this morning. All about clear skies and sunshine today, Brent.
Yeah, so solar power good.
Tragedy in Carroll County.
A sheriff's deputy's life is lost in a crash overnight.
He was an inspiration to the people they worked with, an inspiration to the people in the community.
He flew helicopters and he fought. It's just hard to believe, you know, he was Superman.
Remembering the life of Deputy Curtis Bartlett in this special edition of WDBJ 7 at 6. Good evening, I'm Jean Jadhun, live with team coverage here from Carroll County, where this community is heartbroken after the loss of one of its own, Deputy Curtis Bartlett, killed in a crash last night. You can see behind me black ribbon on a sheriff's deputy's car out here in front of the sheriff's office as a way to remember a fallen comrade. It was last night at about 10 o'clock that Curtis Bartlett was heading west on Route 58, coming up on the interchange with Interstate 77 at the exact same time a tractor trailer was exiting the interstate. The two vehicles collided and Deputy Bartlett was killed. The driver of the tractor trailer was not hurt and we are told is not facing charges. State police do say that Deputy Bartlett had his lights and sirens going at the time of that crash. Now, we can tell you that Deputy Bartlett was well known in this community, 32 years old, had been serving on the force since June of 2013, also a U.S. Army veteran. Good evening, I'm Jean Jadhun, live from the campus of Liberty University and Williams Stadium, where President Donald Trump spoke this morning. The president arrived on schedule this morning at Lynchburg Regional Airport. Air Force One touched down a little bit after 9, and then the president joined a motorcade, which included Liberty University's president, Jerry Falwell Jr., which made its way to campus. The president was given an honorary degree, and then he spoke to 50,000 people.
Join with me in welcoming back.
We don't worship government, we worship God.
Faith in God, big themes of today's speech. The president also talked about liberty's growth. And yes, the president of the United States, Donald Trump, actually announced the list of teams that the Liberty football team will play this year now that it is a member of the FBS. Zach Glover will have that coming up in sports. I'll give you a little teaser. Auburn is one of those teams. Joe DeShiel talked to students after today's speech to see what they thought about it. He is down on the field at Williams Stadium. Joe, what were students saying? What was their reaction today?
Well, Gene, this would have been